The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
A gain of 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
49-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield down. And it's incomplete.
After that throw, there's definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Baker Mayfield, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs with the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flush to his right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again is Watson, and that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down and 7. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7. Texans 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Switch. Where you at? Who's that? 51.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On the option.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Faking the give. Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. All day, dog. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were...
And that's caught inside the 35. And that they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
1-yard gain. And a Patriot 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Brought down.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Patriots.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Watch your slap.
They run it with Carson.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Operating from the gun, Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now.
Formation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
First down, New England.
So we have reached halftime here and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Complete.
A big play there.
Touchdown.
78 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, and I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
At the 38-yard line.
What's that? 19. 19. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On second and 12, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
Watson's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
51.
3rd and 2. Watson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Watson off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Will Fuller.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
You can fold it, you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
51 for Mike, boys, 51. Who that? Who that? Mike 51, Mike 51.
Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch 36 to
Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Watson on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep for Adams. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 20.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
No time now.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports.
13.
It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
He is good. Makes the score Texans 27. Patriots.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Watson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Third and long, it's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
to throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want. Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Carson.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. You have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And the Patriot first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate put their foot on the gas and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Texans, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.